What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Madden 17, PS4. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section. Run over to Twitter. Give me a follow. Shutdown Safety is my username. Going to do something I haven't done in a really long time, and it's kind of go through the ending segment of the Madden Ultimate Team online game here. And just real quick, if you see this guy online, Zay Dems, really good guy, played the game right, appreciated it. But I want to go through what happened here and show you kind of what ended this game for him. Really at no fault. So focus on his critical defensive stand here. As you can see at this point, I was down by 4, 4th and goal. I'm obviously going to go for it at this point late in the fourth quarter. I try to force the ball into Marvin Harrison, okay? And when you see what I'm trying to do here, you'll understand the reason I'm trying to push this pass in is because Hightower was actually strafing away. So this is the key I'm reading and thinking all this open field for Harrison to be able to get the ball, protect it, and turn up. But him, in a great defensive play here, takes control of the linebacker and actually turns him back away, and the bodies just collide. And when the bodies collide, it forces the ball to come out. And I'm okay with that. I would prefer there to be an animation for him to defend the pass, especially when he's moving away from where the player was actually going. But I'm okay with it as long as it stays consistent. And in this example, it does. So obviously he's going to get the ball back. He starts to move the ball 12 yards, 16 yards, gets an incompletion, 11 yards. And then this really is one of the key plays ending this game out. You're right ahead of the 2-minute warning here. He drops back. He gets one of these just horrible 50-50 animations really with this sack. Because you've seen these if you've played this game for one series. You've seen these go both ways. I mean, he's trying to pump fake the ball, or he's trying to throw the ball, and then as he gets spun down, he drops it, and then the lineman comes in and picks it up, and that's never going to end well. So he loses a lot of yards here, really, just through an animation. Probably should have been running the ball to run out the clock, but I appreciate somebody that keeps trying to put points on the board to a degree when it's really not sealed. It was only a 4-point game. So now he's kind of in the hole here, tries to get a pass down to Hopkins, doesn't work. If you want to talk about my defensive stand, it has to be heater. He's going to throw the ball deep. And again, when we talk about consistency in this game, I'm okay with what happened in the end zone with Marvin Harrison as long as it's respected here from my perspective. Now, I'm obviously you're controlling Earl Thomas, and I'm running in here trying to just make something happen. There's not a lot of transitions in this game for multiple hit tackles, so I suppose the fact that I kind of run in here and bodies collide and he drops the pass, I guess I'm okay with that. Because again, you've got the consistency. It doesn't look the greatest, not the way probably it should be done, but consistency is critical to me. He punts the ball away, I start to kind of just nudge the ball down the field, and then we get back to this situation where it's 2nd and goal in the 4th, and I'm trying to force again the pass to my 91 overall receiver, Marvin Harrison. I've learned a little bit from the last time we were down here. I like when you can play the game, learn something, and apply it. That's critical to me in terms of football. And I will say, all due respect to the video I did about the cheating and the glitching, you can't learn when someone's doing that stuff to you. So this time, I'm going to hold this pass a little bit longer in the anticipation that he may take control of that middle linebacker. So the ball comes back, and rather than throw it now, I have protection, and I'm getting ready to release it using the gap that's in the field in between the T and the S. And I also noticed that he hasn't user controlled the linebacker yet, so I guess he's not going to try to correct it. Now, I forced this pass into Harrison, but the interesting thing here is twofold. Number one, again, he can't control more than one player. He's on Dunlop. He thinks that's his best opportunity to impact the play, and I respect that. Ryan Shazier, I just don't care what level you are. For a player to play zone in the end zone, which I understand is a questionable defensive call, but for the player to be so inept that he's literally just spying the quarterback and allowing a receiver to clear him until the ball is thrown is kind of ridiculous. And over here, you take a look at David Johnson. I mean, Derek Johnson rather. He's going to do almost the same thing. He's going to lay in his zone. After the ball is thrown, he's actually going to react, but he's going to allow the receiver to kind of go right across his face. I mean, these are players not reacting to anything. And that's not his fault. He can't control both of those linebackers and try to be the corner here coming up to make the safety and give up the touchdown. And obviously, as you realize, there's only 10 seconds left in the game at this point. I throw one down, throw a kick down the ground. He has to pick it up, and then, he's scrambling to try to make a ton of yards in the last second. It's obviously not going to work out for him. But going back through that sequence, I just wanted to share you guys my thoughts on how we could improve this game and my opinion on how things went. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. I appreciate you checking it out. I'll be back in the week with more commentary.